Oh, we're live. Welcome, everyone, and hello. We're having so much fun. Thank you so much for joining us. We so are excited to be with you today. My name is Julie Penton, and I'm here with my co-host Espen Haugen, and we come to you live with Best Life Creation Society. And today we're going to talk about, as we always do on Mondays, it's all about the alignment. Hi, Espen.
Hi, Jules. So good to be here
Hi.
again. You now.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Monday
I know that
plan.
you were on your call just a little bit ago
Yeah, it
doing your
was.
beautiful meditation. Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Feels good.
inspiring and coming from your alignment. And that's what we're gonna uh we love talking about. We love talking about coming from that space of your alignment, who you really are, your true self, feeling good. Because you know you're aligned when you're feeling good. So yeah, and so we're going to talk about. We love this book. There's so many books we love, and I don't know. I keep gravitating to this one for whatever reason. It just feels good, and it's getting into the vortex. Oh, let me see. Do I have that? Oh, there we go. And so on
Mm.
page 108, this section is about relationships. So the most important relationship that we'd like to talk about is with yourself. It's so amazing to take care of yourself, to love yourself, nurture yourself, be good to yourself. You're number one. Yeah. You know what you like, you know what you love, you know what you want. Either that or you're finding it out. And that's a beautiful journey, finding out what you're wanting, finding out what makes you happy, the desires that you would love to experience, and that sort of thing. So, without further ado, we're going to read a hoo-hoo. Okay, so page 108. It says, your differences are of great advantage in the stimulation of new ideas and are important to your expansion. You came here eagerly, anticipating the expansion that would be born from your interaction with others. It's easy to understand the concept of the more variety there is to choose from, the more choices you would have. But there is an even larger benefit that is born from the contrasting differences that surround you. As the details of unwanted things come into focus for you in your physical dimension, equivalent wanted things come into focus in the non physical dimension. Whenever you know emphatically that you do not want something, you project a frequency that holds precise information about what you do want into your vortex of creation. And your inner being, the source within you, holds steady. I love that word, steady. Holds steady makes you're stable to that new and improved vibration, the thing that you're wanting. As a problem is taking shape in your awareness, an equivalent solution is taking shape at the same time. Yes. And as questions occur, the equivalent answers are born. So beautiful. From your non physical vantage point, before your birth into this physical body, you understood this wonderful process of eternal expansion, and you came into your physical body with tremendous eagerness. You saw the variety of your planet, and especially the contrasting points of view of the human population, as the perfect basis not only for expansion, but for joyous expansion. You knew that every problem would bring a solution and that every question would bring an answer, and you were thrilled about your part in the creation of those solutions and answers. Before your birth, you understood the value of contrast, and you believed in your ability to focus in the direction of solutions. But most important, you felt no aversion to problems because you knew that they are all part of the process of eternal expansion. You relished the idea of joyful expansion, personal choosing, and deliberate focus, co-creating at its best.
Mm.
That is so exciting. So exciting.
It is.
To view, yeah, to view um, when you're having an experience that is maybe not what you're wanting, that you know that what you're wanting is being created simultaneously, but not in that same place, on a different vibration. And so what you do is knowing that places you right there because you're feeling good because you know that that is bringing you more of what you want because you've experienced what you don't want. You go, oh, nope, that's not my preference. Mm, I would prefer chocolate ice cream over peas. Whatever. Take it away, Espen.
I could taste it.
Oh, yeah, not my most favorite piece. Yeah. Mhm.
So I like, everything you read, and the relationship, to the non-physical is the most, the relationship with yourself, when we talk a lot about that. The relationship, the most important relationship we have is with ourselves, because when
Yeah.
our relationship is tuned in, when we feel the frequency match of who
Mhm.
we are, we feel good naturally. We feel the energy, goosebumps, all kind of well-being feelings through our body,
Yes.
and then it enhances every relationship we have toward everyone. When you're then looking at having your object of attention on the trees outside, let's say you're holding the attention of that, then you have that relationship with the tree, what you feel from your own well-being, with the relationship with your own physical, and then the relationship with the tree will expand. When you're then having looking at some people you love, some family and friends you catch up, you feel your own relationship with your non-physical, and you're feeling that so good and appreciated. Then you feel the same for that person that you meet on the road, that you are experiencing in the moment of when you meet that person. And it's all about the relationship with who you really are. And first, we always say first alignment, and then you can easily see those things, how good, you know how wonderful people actually are, how wonderful family and friends actually are. You can see them from that perspective. You don't see them from the misalignment perspective. And also when you are unconditional in the space of your alignment with who you really are, you don't look at misalignment. You don't look after misalignment, but you look at the best of everything. So everything that comes your way, you will feel the best to them. That would be
Mm.
natural for you, for you to feel more and more. And it's good to have those feelings, and to, whatever what's been said, what's not been said, it really doesn't matter. Just to enjoy the moment of every moment, and then moving forward to more, to that space. But really come to a place of knowing that it's all about the relationship with your own alignment. It's all about the alignment. That's what this class is about. So it's all about to tuning into that alignment, and then, enjoy all of this relationship you have in your life.
I really get
So
excited when you say, it's all about the alignment. I remember the day that became real to me. Um, I walked around. I was so excited. But my excitement was expressed in quietness, and because the realization of the love of being aligned um, with who I really am, who I truly am, um, satisfying myself first, um, feeling my feelings, whatever they may be, and then learning and practicing to shift to a better feeling if it wasn't a feeling that felt good. I know that's a lot of F's. A better feeling if it didn't feel good. Anyway, yeah. But um, the love of that. Why the love of that? Because I knew that it became real to me that being myself, my true self, was the only way that I could experience the life that I always dreamt of. And I'm not really talking about a life like a billionaire and owning 16 islands, which is fine. But it was just the feeling, the experience of feeling free, the experience of just expressing myself on a moment by moment basis, freely, joyfully, um, without any limitations. And that um, I didn't know could be so possible. And the fact that I'm even here with you, Espen, right now is a testimony, if you will, to that. I can remember feeling um, such an aversion to being on any type of video type of situation. And now I love them so much. It's like I could do that every day. In fact, I'll be doing more soon. But um, just uh, this experience alone, um, it's almost like, wow, could it get any better than this? And yes, it can because there's always more. To feel very comfortable in your skin, comfortable um, wherever you are, doing whatever you do. That
Mm.
comfortability in your stableness in who you are. Oh, such a beautiful feeling. And then to move about daily, moment by moment, from that space. That's like heaven on a moment by moment basis. Such a beautiful thing. So then when contrast comes, the things that maybe, you know, can be identified as something you don't like. Oh, I got a flat tire. Mm, the IRS called. Um, whatever. Um, anything at all. My food didn't come out very well today when I made that order. Those all are things that you use to create what you want. And Espen, I know you've been doing that and sharing that on a daily basis, pretty much on your videos. Uh, yeah.
So, um, what do you mean? I just had to pay more attention. So you said in videos like,
You've been talking about creating what you want and how that feels and how to go about moving into those spaces of feeling good.
ah, yeah, yeah, it's so satisfying, isn't it? And I know you too, Julie. You've been talking about it. We have a lot of conversation on the workshop. We have a lot of conversation every day, and I feel like with all the best is how things are moving forward to becoming more and experience more, and that's what I feel now. That things are coming easier now than before. And do you feel the same, Jules? Like it's like
Oh,
like things are not so struggling anymore. It's more like fun, more joyful. It's more like not so serious in, but still you focus in the energy of what you're moving toward. You focus in what you're doing, but not not in the energy of misalignment, but in energy of more alignment and feeling good in in the process of whatever what you're doing in the moment of it. And then it's a joyful experience to experience what are you doing, what do you do, the next thing and the next thing, and it's it's good to focus on those things that is in the moment, because every moment is only the moment it is now, and forward. It's just moments or moments and moments, and to tune into the vibration of it is such a wonderful thing, because then you don't look at what is, but you look for the becoming of it, because you know the moment is never go back or looks back. It's like the same source energy. It's never stand still or still or stuck or anything. It's a motion forward energy, and it's a wonderful
I,
thing to be in to be in alignment with it, to be in the flow in that energy, to be in the letting it happen, letting it be, letting go of the resistance of anything, any most of many things. That's if there's something going on in the moment, but just really come to a place of feeling unconditionally good no matter what. So yeah, it's a practice for sure, and it takes time, but it's worth the practice. It's worth the practice of that, to practice to the well-being, practice to your alignment more and more, practice the
I,
vibration, practice the energy.
I love
It's
you
not
saying that.
it's not an outside thing. It's a outside thing. It's an inside thing. And practice an energy. It's wonderful when you starting to feel and now know and understand your own feelings and your guidance and everything. It's just like, that's some people call heaven on earth, but it's we call it the natural state of well-being, like Abraham does as well. It's a natural state of well-being. That's the nature of us to feel as we're moving toward anything, everything. So feeling good, it's natural.
I love you saying that. And I love what when you started off, and you talked about how it gets easier, and it really does. I know for me, I know I've shared this, it's starting to become natural because it is our natural state. Our natural state is well-being. So whatever's going um, on the outside of us, as things are presented to us, experiences, opportunities, different people, exchanges, that sort of thing. Those things, um, if they're flowing and they're feeling good, that's already that energy that's in our vibration that we are sleep with, eat with, live with. That's what we're creating with. And then when there are things that come to us that possibly, is something that we're not enjoying, that doesn't feel good. There's some things there that, they show us things about ourselves. Maybe that's something in our vibration that, you know, we prefer not to have anymore because we do live in a law of attraction universe. So everything that is happening to us is an attraction. With that said, we can keep changing. We have that ability to choose. So, in always choosing to feel good, we're always in our alignment. And our alignment is always showing us more and more. So, we're always growing more and more. And there's more stability that keeps coming and coming and coming. And with that, that growth, if you will, of expression of who we really are, our alignment, also will manifest in the physical world um, by different things, whether it's things we've accumulated, experiences we've had, relationships, those beautiful relationships, the travel and the vacations and the on and on and on, and the appreciation of all the things that we are having in our experience. Um, so those things are all representative of our alignment, and it's easy to to create, to be, to do, to have from that space of our alignment because
Mm.
it's our natural state of well-being. Our
Uh,
being naturally wants to be well. Our bodies, our minds, our spirits, um, everything that we uh, feel in charge of. So that would be our pets and so on and so forth. You know, we naturally, if we just stay in that place of allowing, we will naturally respond to well-being because that's who we truly are. It's natural.
I love the chills. So good. And that's a lot
Yeah.
of what Jen shares, like there that we are. There's not. This is not something to compare with others. There is no competition. This is not. This is not a win a race. This is not a race to win. This is to be where you're at. Be okay with where you're at. Start from where you're at, and knowing that the feelings can always improve. And as you are allowing yourself to feel the improvements in your feelings and you're feeling better and better, then you are enlightened to know that there's more to come, there's more to feel in that, and that's natural for you to be in that space more and more. It's like just that one moment to know that I'm okay with where that, whatever would happen, whatever what's been going on. And I love Abraham shares something about that. To how to move through the past, and you say get into the moment, stay tuned to the present moment, stay tuned into the vibrational alignment in this moment, in this time, right in here, right now. And then you move through the past, because whatever would you think about the past or the present or the future, you are doing it now. And it's like so clarifying, just like and like I can be okay with where I am right now. I can be okay right where I'm standing. There's nothing been going wrong here. There's no right or wrong in where I am. It's all good, and I'm here. I'm now understanding the energy of who I really am. And I start to, and I can to improve my feelings always. And immediately when you have that energy improvements in your feelings, then you well know your your point of attraction, your new point of attraction. But you well know where you're focused, and when you well know where you're focused and where you're choosing what you're choosing and focusing, and it feels good and feels better and better, then you feel inspired to do it more. You feel inspired to go in that direction more. And it's natural, because we are all natural well-being. We all natural want to feel good. That's so natural to all of us. No one came into this world and like, I'm coming here into this world or feeling as bad as they can, and then re-emerge back to the non-physical and bye bye, see you later. That's
Right.
at all. You can see the funny of that, because it's like an energy and eagerness for coming forth. I desire for coming forth in this body, and I didn't come. I desire for coming with this funny. I want to come into this body. I'm so excited for this experience, and the energy comes through to the physical, and then you came into this physical body with this non-physical energy, in non-physical energy into this physical body, and then you've been created, and now you are cooperating with the physical and non-physical. You're conscious aware of this non-physical. This is the source energy that always allows you to be in this, do and have anything and everything that you desire for. No, I am the chooser. I am the focuser and the chooser in that energy. That's me. That's what I am doing here for. That's my intention and purpose, to be in that space more and more. And then when I'm lining up with the energy that creates worlds, then I can, having fun and taking this action and enjoying the ride of it. It's like, and just to know that, come to place to understand the other part of us. It's the most important thing. It's, and why? Because if we trying outside every time, I'm going to think about the neighbor, have to behave like this, and I'm going to think and feel that neighbor has to behave like this so I can be pleased, or I think in this world I must be like this and be so I can be pleased. So I'm going in and starting to try to visualize. You can't control the outside. We are not here for controlling anything from outside of ourselves. We are not here for trying to fix anyone, or trying to do anything, or comparing, or having any competition, or try to turn down anyone. We are here for our own well-being. That's our mission. Really, it's to just tuning into who we really are. And then, we will be guided on the way. We will feel the appreciation and the unconditional love and appreciation toward ourselves and to everyone. It's
Mm.
natural. So we well know that yeah, it's the inside work. It's caring about it the way we feel, because immediately when the feelings improves and we're feeling more alive and more enlightened and more energized, how we perceive the world change. And then it's like, oh, everything is so bright, everything is so nice, everything just come easily to me. You can just hear that new way of speaking your own new story, and then just everything here so clear. I hear the sound so clear. I feel the energy so alive. I smell the food. I taste the food. Everything is just so much more. I receive the most beautiful thoughts and the most beautiful inspiration, and I don't know where they come from, but I really know where it come from, but it's so good to have those things. And it's just like, oh, that's a good idea. And then you're feeling inspired to do some action. And then you just like follow up with that inspiration that comes through you. And you get a beautiful results of that as well. It comes through, when you follow. And I have many of those experiences. I could speak about them every day, but I don't have time to that. So there's so many things going on, so I'm just like enjoying the process of all of it. And I'm like, I'm not up to anything. I'm just up to my own alignment. That's the most important thing. And then I will see what's next. I'm not
Yes,
about to like, now when I getting this, now I have to prove myself. Now I'm getting into the alignment, and then I see the next step. I'm more in like that. It's a different vibration. It's just like, no, I'm not going into this and just to prove myself for anyone. I'm tuning into the alignment, and then I do what comes my way, and I do the best from my own feel good space. That's where I am focusing, and just like
yes,
knowing that, like, oh, so good, it's so free, because the source is never depending
yes,
on the feel good now is never depending on you to feel good now. You can always feel good now unconditionally. So
yes.
so good.
And like you said in the beginning, you can start right where you are because that's the place to start, right
Oh,
where you are in that very moment, in the moment, right now. And so, right now, everyone, we just invite you to right now choose to feel good in some way, in something. If you can appreciate the fact that, you know, um, you have children or your plants or your kitty, the sun is shining or it's raining outside because you love how the rain just sounds so beautiful when you listen. You know, just those little small things um, that you can feel good about, that will begin that process to have another thought that will come to you, a thought that feels good, because that one thought will attract another thought and attract another thought and then attract five thoughts because we live in that law of attraction universe. And then all of a sudden, there's all these thoughts that keep coming to you that just, you just feel so good about them. And they're true thoughts. It's like, I have this one that I love to use. Um, I love I love receiving my check and going to the bank and making a deposit. I love doing that. It feels so good. So that's one for me that I do. There are so many things that we can do. I love um, the idea of having a new job if you're looking for one. Oh, it feels so good to work. I love when I'm doing XYZ. That just feels so good. And you think about that. You feel that feeling. Oh, I love when I get my weekly paycheck. Oh, I love that. It just feels amazing. It's like as you do that, and maybe you don't even have a job right now, but just the idea, that it feels good to have a check every week or a month or whatever it is you do. And that's just an example of how you can just start right in this very moment that feel good process. And there's other things you can do too, breathing, positive aspects, segment intending. Best Life talks a lot about that. Yeah,
it's really beautiful.
all these beautiful things. Just, your relationship with yourself. Just be easy with yourself. Be gentle. Be loving. Be kind. That's the first person to share those things with is yourself. Loving yourself, being kind, nurturing yourself. You know, um, for me, nurturing myself is taking a bubble bath. I just love that. Just feels so good. It feels relaxing. It's my time to myself. So good. So whatever it is, be kind to yourself. Be easy. Be gentle. Be
It's
sweet.
good. So good, Jules.
Yes.
And I would say also, if this doesn't feel good to you, you're so free to don't listen, because it's not right or wrong about, we just suggest, you just come with a lot of suggestion, a lot of things.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things you can do, but it's always the best thing to know is like it's not about me, it's not about Jules, it's not about what we're doing, it's about what you feel best to.
Yes.
What feels best to me feels
Yes.
best to me. What feels best for Jules feels best for Jules. What feels best for you feels best for you. This is an individual thing. And will be guided when you start to having an experience that feels good to you. You will be guided on
Mm.
you. You will know the path of least resistance and the path of most
Mm.
balance. And you will like, oh, this feels better to me than this. You will be sifting, sorting, and selecting, to be calibrating into more of those things that's feels easy good to you. It's just also good. You're like, this doesn't feel so good. Not this what they're sharing now. It's okay. What feels a little bit better. And it's so good because we don't have to judge about it. We don't have to have any combination. We don't have to be in that stuff. And I don't feel good about this because we're just like, I don't
Yeah.
prefer. I don't. This is something I don't prefer. And what feels a little bit better. You know and it feels so freeing. You just like because we are all there is so many differences. We're so different, each and one of us. We have so many differences in the way of how we think, in the way how we're feeling, how what we're attracting in our life, and it's individual. And there is no one there out there that can help us with that. There is no guru that can say this is what you must do, this is what you need to do for becoming successful. It's like that is a flawed premise. It's like
Yes.
it's like telling you don't have your own inner guidance, and you don't have the power to do anything for yourself. You need me for giving you this opportunity to and that is like you can just hear it, just like a little bit like you going in the direction. It's not judgmental, it's just like turn around. It's the vehicle system, like from in a car, like having a navigational system in the car. It's just telling turn around. And it doesn't judge anything about it, just like moving in another direction. Because you feel that, when if there's a push, or there's an alignment and an open space to it. There's nothing we need to do, actually. you know it's to figure out what feels best to us, what we feel inspired to do. It's much a better thing. But it's nothing we need to do, but what we feel inspired to do. It feels good to do that, what we're inspiring. Then
Yeah.
it's nothing we need. We just feel so good that we just doing it because we feel so good from the first place. So we just going in that place and just feeling better and just moving, and there is no like reason for it. Just the reason is just I'm feeling so good, and now I'm going to this, and I feel still good, and it's for me. So it's an
Love it.
individual thing. It's a very important thing to know. There is nothing you have to do. And if someone says, tell us what is your new story, because it's all about your alignment. The most important relationship you have is with your alignment. So you figure it
And
out.
it feels so good.
So yeah, and everyone figures it out in their own way. It doesn't matter where you're at, because you're okay where you're at. There is nothing been going wrong. There's nothing right or wrong about anything about it. What you've been said or not been said is nothing like that. It's just like, no, I'm just having a buffet of things on the table. No, I like this. This is what I like, and this is not so much, but it's okay, But this is what I like, and this not. I like this more. You will be more focused in those things one, and you will be more, when you're more focused in those things one, and choosing that better feeling thoughts in those things one, and then you will be more deliberate about that, and then you will have more experience about that, and then it will become more and more in that. So that's our freedom. We are choosers and focusers, and we
And
can choose to focus
well-beingers.
and well-being. Yes, yes,
Yes. Yes.
yes.
Yes. So
We're so
good.
free. We're so free. We're so free. I love that. Nothing. It's just like you're so free. But it feels so much better to feel inspired and then take action than pushing and then take action. We can just feel
Oh,
different, different stuff.
mm,
It's so
yes.
much more fun, so much more joyful. and a more
Yeah,
joyful
because
experience.
when you're feeling good, everything comes naturally to you. And so even your work feels good. You don't even feel like you're working. You're just, some days, I mean, I love cleaning up because I'm feeling so good. I'm just like cleaning up. It just feels so good because I feel so good. It's like things take on a whole different perspective when you're feeling good and you're doing it. It's like, wow, you know. I mentioned before a couple weeks ago, vacuuming. I can remember how bored I was in vacuuming. When I just started practicing what we're talking about, feeling good when I go to vacuum, it's like, man, I finished already? Wow. Because I've been feeling good. So I just want to do it. I love how the floor looks after a vacuum. So yeah. So whatever it is that you enjoy, whatever you're doing, whatever you want to do, just feel inspired. Yeah. It's like things are good. Life is meant to be good, and living life is good. Feeling your way through things and being honest with your feelings. That was another thing for me that was an eye opener. I got whooped. It's like my feelings, oh, yeah. Well, that's how I really feel about that. And that's how I really feel about that. And then deciding how do I want to feel? And then going from that space. And then those things that are in my life have now taken on a different, I see them differently now. And when that has happened, that landscape has actually changed for me to where my life is different and things are different and things are changing and evolving and such a beautiful thing. It really is. Feeling that freedom within yourself first, and then it starts to come out and express itself on the outside. And then your life starts to just flow in different directions, and everything becomes more easy, more gentle,
Mm.
more soothing and smoothly and calming. Not that you have to stay in a Zen state. It's not about that. It's about feeling good. If feeling good, you're in a Zen state, that's what feels good to you, that's good. And if feeling good means that you're jumping on a motorcycle and you're riding dirt bikes, and that feels good, then that feels good, and that's what you do. And it's like, just do what feels
So funny you mentioned
good.
motorcycle because I was seeing a motorcycle was driving here not so long ago. Asking you,
Oh,
oh, that's funny, just driving in a garage
oh.
here, and it's like, oh, so few.
Well, I want to share that when you just said that, it made me think of a friend of mine showed me a photo when he went to Morocco. And, I've never been before, and someplace I would like to go. And he was on a skateboard. I mean, not a snowboard. He was on a snowboard in Morocco in the sand and like sliding down the dunes, like the snow. And it's like, and he was going, man. He was like fast. I was like, that. I was so intrigued. It's like it was so cool to snowboard on the sand dune. I thought so. I something I never imagined. I didn't even know was possible. So there's so many different things that will come to you as you keep moving forward in your flow of
Mhm.
feeling good. So,
That's beautiful.
everybody, we love you and just feel good. Feel good where you are. Start there. It's a good.
So good.
It's a good.
And I love to, I get so inspired of this because I love to share this before we end the class, but it's like we're having the 22, this emotional guidance system, and it's so good to know, that every emotion is good. There is nothing wrong about that because what we feel, but it's always an improvement in that. So, like we having the 22, the list of it's from 1 to 22, and from the 1 is the best feeling, and the 22 is the lowest feeling. So, like we can have you can playing out this story with this, like I feel fear about death, for example. I feel, and then you go to the 21. I feel it's this insecurity. You're moving up the scale. This is a moving up the scale. I feel insecurity because I don't know about this death. For example, I'm 20. I feel jealousy about other people who live their life and have no fear of death. For example, now I'm just playing with this out. And 19, hatred. I feel hatred towards those people who live the best life. It's better feeling that, and you're moving up the scale than age. I feel to taking revenge on those people who not, for example, just like, just playing this out. But 70, I feel anger about this fear. Then discouragement. Then you go up to blame. I feel worry. And you're moving up to the disappointment, overwhelmment, frustration, and you're just like moving up to better and better feelings, until the end you feel hopefulness. And then you feel optimism, you feel positive expectation, enthusiasm, passion, joy, knowledge. But knowing that every emotion, it's good, because it's nothing wrong about it. It's only when we are thinking of that they are wrong, but there is nothing wrong about it because you can always move. It's a guidance system. When you have feeling of this, there's always an improvements from moving from the worst to slightly to feel a little bit better to moving up to feeling joy. So you always having a way of feeling better and know those things and I come to a place of someone feel it's okay because there is always an improvement. It's not, and I also know that if you have those feelings, okay, but it's always a way to feel better. It's good, and you can tell yourself it's okay that I have the feeling. But I know there is some way of feeling better. You okay with where you at? That's like you say, you okay where you at? I'm feeling this. Now what feels a little bit better? When you immediately are okay with that, and then you just like, okay, what feels a little better? You then are, what we say, then you are then letting go of that resistance of doing anything more about it. But now you are moving forward and what feels a little better. Now you're moving into the solution of it to feeling slightly a little bit better. And then immediately when you're having improvements in your feeling, it's so good. And then you're just like, oh, it's such a freedom because you can have any emotions, but there's always an improvements in your emotions and you can move up to feeling better and better and better. And it doesn't matter where you're at in your emotion because you can always feel a better and better and better. And it's a good thing to take with. There's always an improvements in your feelings, forever and ever more. There is nothing that is stuck. This is a forward motion thing, so you can always improve and feel better. So
That's
yeah,
so,
I just love to share that. So
yeah,
yeah,
that's so good. Definitely. Yeah. So I guess we're
and we are well.
wrapping it up. Yes.
Yeah, good, Jules. Thanks for being here, everyone. This was a good time to spend. And
Yes.
thanks for
Thank you
everything.
guys. Till next
This
time.
is yeah.
Enjoy your alignment. Really
Enjoy your
enjoy
life.
it. Bye, guys.
Bye.